Okay. All right. We are recording. So Yahoo. Okay. So coming onto our backs. All right. So what we're going to work on today to start with our breathing are just some very small movements. And the goal with these movements, it's not only to make the movement really accurately, it's also two more things. One, as soon as you feel any discomfort or pain, so please stop. Don't try to make it a bigger movement than what your body desires. And two, we're going to relax in between for a little bit longer because I want the muscle to begin to completely unwind. Okay, so I've been working with this hypothesis that part of what happens in the areas of our bodies that tend to be chronically grumpy or get grumpy is due to the fact that the muscles don't ever know how to completely and totally relax. So as you're here on your back with your knees bent, go ahead and just let your hands come to rest on top of your belly. You can close your eyes if you choose. And for your first few seconds of breath, I invite you just to allow your body to breathe you. So rather than you trying to adjust your breath, just breathe the way you breathe when you're not thinking about it. And as you breathe without thinking about it, I want you to just kind of take a moment and notice what's feeling good in the body, like what's feeling relaxed, what's feeling open, what wants to move. And then any areas of your body that are feeling kind of stuck, constricted, grumpy, congested. And there's no judgment here. It's just being in a space of observation. You're just taking in information without making any judgment call on it. And once you've done a little bit of scanning for your body, I want you to take a full, deep, low belly inhale. Really feel that body and belly expand. And then as you exhale, I want you to allow it to relax. And then before you do your next breath, so you're going to go back to allowing your body to breathe you. So breathing without giving a whole lot of thought to it. What I want you to do is I want you to press down through your feet. And I want you to just very gently begin to lift just a little bit, maybe like a quarter of an inch. Lift that low back and sacrum up off the mat, and then gently relax that low back and sacrum back down onto the mat. So you're not trying to hold your back down. You're just giving it a little bit of length. And then again, I want you to take a full low belly inhale. And to exhale, feel it release. And this time, I want you to take a moment and connect into your shoulders. So allow your hands to come away from the belly. Let them come out to about 30 to 45 degrees. And then I want you to just take a moment and squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Notice as you do this, if as you squeeze your shoulders in towards the spine, did you automatically arch your lower back? Again, no judgment, you're just observing. Then gently release the shoulders. And then one more time, let your hands come to the top of the belly, or they can come down by the sides. And you're going to press down through the feet. I want you to gently lift the sacrum and your pelvis up off your mat just a moment. And this time what I want you to do is just very gently begin to tuck the top of your pelvis back towards you. And then again, just gently roll that low back all the way back down. Feel it release. So again, we're just re-lengthening that lumbar spine. And again, with the hands on top of the belly, take a slow, steady inhale. Fill the entire core of your body with breath. And gently exhale, release it. And then one more time, let your arms come out to about 30 degrees, 45 degrees. And this time I want you to see if, place your hands along your sides, check in, to make sure that you're in that neutral spot. And this time, release your hands. I want you to see if you can gently begin to squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades together without moving the lumbar spine. So it may be that when you do it this time and you're working to not lift the lumbar spine, you may not be able to do quite as much with the shoulders, and that's fine. And then gently, slowly release the shoulders. Notice if that gave you a little bit more engagement with the lower spine. And now this time with your hands on your belly, I want you to take that full inhale, but I want you to see if you can keep that lower lumbar spine steady. So it's not going to arch and it's not going to, it's just going to stay steady. Okay. So you're going to take that slow, deep inhale. Exhale, feel that low belly gently come back in. And you're going to begin to activate those core trunk muscles, and I want you to squeeze that low belly in. And then once you squeeze that low belly in, I want you to find the core muscles that will help you take that low belly and actually feel it draw up. So you're going to lengthen the low belly by pulling your core muscles up. And then gently allow that to relax. Go back to allowing your body to breathe you, so breathing without consciousness. What I want you to do is, as you're just allowing your body to breathe you, I want you to stay focused on the muscles in that low back. And I want you to see if you can feel them unwind a little bit more and soften a little bit more. So the next piece that we're going to do here is, while we're still on our backs, is I want you to connect into that left hip, okay? So you can take your left hand and just place it on the front edge of the left hip. And then if you choose, you can walk your fingers along the top edge of that left hip or pelvis. And it's this point along the side that what you're going to do is you're going to begin to shorten your trunk muscles, and you're going to very gently begin to pull that left hip up towards that left rib cage. So you're not moving through the upper body. Your back is still staying stable on the mat, even as you're gently, slowly easing and pulling that left hip up towards the rib cage. So this is very slow. You're still breathing, still focused on the inhale and the exhale, making sure that it's not creating waves through the spine. We're just focusing on engaging through this left side. Now, when that left hip feels like it's gone up as far as it's comfortable, with your next exhale, I want you to just as mindfully begin to release that left hip so that it can relax and open as it moves itself slowly back into place. And again, your hands can be on top of the belly so that you're just noticing, just observing. And if your body wants to move and shake a little bit, that's fine. We're going to come back to our full belly breath. So again, making sure that that lower back stays stable. You're going to take a deep inhale through the belly. And again, as you exhale, I want you to begin to connect into those low abdominal muscles and gently draw those muscles, pulling them up at the end of the exhale. And gently allow that to relax. Take your right hand now, bring it on top of the right hip, and go ahead and take the thumb along the top of the pelvis, just gently finding where the edge of that pelvis is. When you hit the lateral side, I want you just to take a moment and notice how far the distance is between the pelvis and the bottom of the rib cage. So again, keeping that low back engaged gently. When you're ready, you're going to take a slow, steady inhale, and on the exhale, gently begin to move and pull that right hip up towards the right rib cage. And again, you're only going as far as your body says it's comfortable to do. And you're doing this very mindfully, very slowly. And then gently, when you're ready, with your next exhale, begin to allow that to relax. And just notice if you created a little bit of an arch. If you did, that's okay. Just come back to feeling the connection. Going back to allowing your body to breathe you so that you can stay connected to the unwinding muscles. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And then one last time, go ahead, let your arms either come down by the side or out just a little bit. Press down through the feet, lift through those hips, gently engaging through your glutes. And then when you're ready, slowly, gently lengthen that low spine back down onto the mat. Feeling the glutes release and soften. One last time, full, steady breath. Deep inhale coming from the low belly. Exhale, gently releasing all of that air. And at the end, using the abdominal muscles to gently draw in towards the spine with your core, and then gently up towards the diaphragm, helping to lengthen through the pelvis, and then gently, slowly release. We're going to finish by allowing you to take 3 breaths, your cycle of breath. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. When you are ready at the end of the 3rd breath, please bring your hands over your heart so that we can move into our next piece. So just breathe. All right, and as you finish with your breath, gently bringing your hands over your heart, we're going to go ahead and sing the sound of ah, sing the sound of oh, sing the sound of mm. And because we're up against floor, we should be able to really feel the vibration as it moves through our body. On your 4 silent breath, please set your intent for what you most desire and what you most need in your practice today. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And then when you're ready, gently release your hands. I want you to go ahead, bring your arms up over your head and gently stretch, lengthening everything out. Oh, yummy. And from here, what I invite everyone to do is take a block. We're going to go ahead and bring a block in between our hands, so it's facing long ways. We're cupping it gently by the base of the palm. Fingertips are along the side. Beautiful. Good, good. Okay. Awesome. And when you're ready, I want you to begin by simply taking a deep inhale right here. And as you take a deep inhale, I want you to press the backs of your shoulder blades into the mat. So just notice how much it takes to press down versus round. Now when you're ready, another slow, steady inhale. And then exhale gently. Use your entire breath. Bring your block up and over your head. I would prefer it not to touch the floor so that you can stay active through the muscles. With the block up over your head, I want you to take a moment and I want you to do a couple of things. The first thing I want you to do is notice if that low back is desperately arcing up into the air. And I want you to see if you can engage through your core to bring it back a little bit more into neutral. The next piece is that I want you to see if you can take the lower parts of the shoulder blade, your scapula, and feel them draw down towards the waist just a little bit. The third piece is to keep breathing. When you're ready, slow, steady inhale, gently bring the block up. Pause here. Take a moment and really begin to feel everything relax that you just engaged. The next piece is that we're going to hold on to the block and we're going to gently twist over to the right. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to engage through that left core as you begin to bring yourself over to the right. And then I want you to find engagement in the right core, releasing through the left. And again, we're hovering above the ground. Please make sure that your neck feels comfortable, that it's in neutral, and then gently, slowly, I want you to go ahead and begin to bring yourself up as you inhale. So that means you're going to release the right side of the core, and you're going to re-engage through the left side. Bring yourself all the way back down to the middle. Pause here. And then again, making sure, just kind of play with this idea of not arcing into the lower lumbar spine. We're going to go ahead and take that deep inhale, pressing the backs of the shoulders into the mat, and then exhale, gently bringing the arms up over the head. And again, we're breathing. Again, play for a moment with the shoulder blades. This time, see in addition to dropping the bottom part of the shoulder blades towards the waist, maybe is it possible to also take those inner edges of the shoulder blades and just begin to feel them engage and squeeze together. And then gently, slowly release. Inhale. Bring those arms back up. And pause. Let the body relax and soften. And then when we're ready, now we're going to go ahead and twist ourselves over towards the left. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And as you exhale, begin, because you're lifting yourself up, you're going to engage a little bit on that right side of the core. And then as you roll yourself over, begin to engage into that left side. Breathe, tightening through that left side of the waist, creating some support for your body. Again, we're not touching the ground with the block, we're just hovering here. Breathe slowly, breathe deeply, make sure that you're not overstressing your neck at any point. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly inhale, bring it all the way back up. Rearrange your torso if you need to, and then one last time, gently, slowly press those shoulder blades back into the ground on the mat, and then exhale. Gently bring the block up over the head. And again, play with the shoulders as you feel breathing. Slow, steady, deep inhale, exhale. And next, exhale, gently, slowly bring that block all the way back up. From here, I want you to bend into the knees, and now I want you to hold on to the block with your legs. Gently flexing into the feet. Oh, and they're like, but wait, we were really comfortable bent and on the floor. So as you're here, what I want you to do is lengthen those arms out, T formation. You may arch your back a little bit, just notice that, but just keep holding on to the block. And I want you to take those inner edges of the shoulder muscles and just really squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Just to give the shoulder and upper torso a little bit of relax and release. Then from there, you're going to round just the tops of the shoulder blades so the arms are still on the mat. Round them forward, just stretching a little bit into the biceps, and then just let that relax. Okay, we're going to take a short break. I want you to bend into your knees, take the block. Oh, yay. Okay, I want you to bring your legs out so that your feet, you've got half of your foot on the mat and half of the foot off. So again, we're back to holding the block up over our heads. And what I want you to do is very gently, you're only going to go as far as your body says yes. You're going to very gently roll the legs over towards the left. So that means that the right leg is going to come in a little bit. The left leg is going to float out a little bit. Again, we're doing this only to the point of comfort. So it really doesn't matter if it is 1 inch or 1 foot. And then gently, slowly bring those legs up. And then when you're ready, exhale, gently rolling the legs over towards the right. So this means that the left leg now knee comes in towards the center, and the right leg comes out towards the right. Breathe, beautiful, you guys. Good. And just notice how this feels through the lower spine with the gentle twist. And then gently, slowly bring those legs up. When you're ready, bring those legs back up, and one more time, take the block in between the feet. There we go, good. All right, now, these are going to be very small movements. I want you to stay very aware of what your core is doing. So when you're ready, I want you to gently, slowly roll the legs and the hips as one unit. Gently bring them over just a little bit towards the left. And you're only going to take it as far as you feel that left side of your core contracting and activating. So this is a small movement. And you may shake here a little bit, and that's okay. Gently bring yourself back up. Pause and breathe. Let everything relax. And then again, when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves just a little bit over to the right. So slowly as one unit, hips and legs, gently begin to bring yourself over to the right. And again, what you're looking for is an activation through that right side of your core. And breathe. You may feel this all the way down into the right leg, and that's fair. That's fine. Breathe. Your body may shake. That's fine too. We're just looking for waking up. Gently, slowly release. We're going to go ahead and take a break with the legs again. So hold on to the block with the hands. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. This time what I want you to do is lengthen back into your legs. I want you to bring that left leg high up and over the left. So it's just like you're crossing your legs. This time I want you to bring the block over towards the right side. So again, we're going to do just a very small twist. Slowly, gently bring the legs and your hips over towards the right. And feel free to allow that right leg or foot to drape on the floor. And breathe. Slow, steady breath. Only if your body says yes are you going to bring both arms up. I want you to take your left hand to your right wrist and then very gently, very slowly draw the shoulders over towards the left. And breathe. And then very gently release the upper torso first. Before we move the legs, I want you to take this right hand, bring it on top of the left knee. So just above the left knee. I want you to engage through this left glute and gently press that left knee into the right hand. And breathe. So really activate through that left glute. Breathe deeply. Really connect into your body. Gently relax and soften. Feel all of that unwind. Okay, release the right hand. Hold on to the block with the right hand. Gently bring both legs up. Good. We're going to go ahead and this time place the block in between the legs. Okay, flexing through the feet. So this time, it's a little simpler. The first movement is to bring the block towards your face. So you're just going to lift the back of the pelvis up just a little bit. But I want you to pull from the front. So engage through the core. Breathe. Let that relax. Let the sacrum come back down. Everything ground. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move the legs away. But I want you to be very careful. I want you to stay connected to your back on the mat. And just very gently, very slowly, staying connected with the back on the mat, begin to bring your legs down and away. As soon as you begin to feel the engagement through the core and the engagement through the legs, just pause right here and breathe. Continue to maintain connection through the sacrum, through the lumbar back. Feel your core engage. And then gently, slowly allow that to release. Bend into the knees and release the block. This time, we're going to go ahead and take the block over to the left. We're going to allow the legs to come back up. And this time, bring that right knee over that left. So it's just like you're crossing your legs. From here, moving as a unit, I want you to gently, from the hips through the legs, gently bring yourself over towards the left. Again, letting the knees rest on top of the block. I have mine blocked on the highest and the tallest height so that I can be very mindful of what's going on through my spine. Breathe, soften here. Feel your body begin to relax into this twist. One more cycle of breath right here. And then gently bringing your arms up. I want you to go ahead and this time take your right hand, wrap it around your left wrist, and I want you to draw the torso, your upper torso, your shoulders over towards the right, and breathe. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Good. There you go. Lovely. Keep breathing. Making sure that at all times everything is comfortable. There's no discomfort here. There's just that opening aha sound. And then gently release the hands and the arms. Bring them back up and flip them down. This time I want you to take your right hand, bring it just above your right knee. And I want you this time to squeeze deeply into that right glute and gently press that right leg into the left hand. So find that full engagement through the glute. You may feel this a little bit through the side body, through your back. That's fine. Breathe deeply. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And then gently, slowly release that engagement. Release the hand, let that come back out to the sides. Feel everything relax, feel everything release. And then very gently, very slowly, lift those legs back up. I want you to go ahead and you're going to take whatever variation of blissful baby feels best. You're either going to take it at your ankles and hold on to the soles of your feet right here. Or if your body says yes, you're going to turn the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Let the hands slide along the inside and gently hold here and breathe. If it feels comfortable and you want to, gently rock a little bit side to side. Breathe. Feel your body relax. Feel it open. And then very gently, very slowly, bring those feet back in. Release the hands. Roll yourself completely over onto one side and then gently press up. All right, you guys, how are we feeling? Are we good? Thumbs up, good? All right, good. Okay, this next piece we're going to do from our knees. So if you need some extra padding, please put extra padding. Be careful. Love your body. The other piece that we're going to use for this next part is our chair. All right, so I'm going to do this from the side, y'all, so that you can see both parts. And then I'll move it to the other side when we get ready to do the other side. So what I've got is that I have my chair facing me. I'm about 2 feet away from it. And what we're going to do is I want you to shift your body weight over into your left leg, and I want you to slide that right leg out. Okay, so we're going to move into gate pose or Parigasana. We've been doing all of this lateral work, so now we need the fun piece, which is let's do the big posture. All right, you're going to take your right hand, palm facing up. Then I want you to take that left arm up and roll it over, breathe. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Really breathe and love into that left side. If you choose, you can release the right hand and go ahead and take the right hand around the left wrist. And this is going to open it just a little bit more. So that's completely up to you. Please do what feels best for your body. And then I want you to gently, slowly release, bringing your torso upright. Release the hands. You're going to take this right leg, gently bring it back in. And now I want you to walk your hands onto your chair. I want you to walk your knees back, maybe 4 more inches. And I want you to just hang and let everything rest. And gently open. So again, you're doing this from a space of where it feels good. So if this is too much, I want you to keep your arms on the back of the chair so that you're not going quite as deep. Wherever you are, I want you to take those inner edges of your shoulder blades and begin to squeeze them together. And then very gently, very softly release that. Sweep yourself back up. Walk your knees back in. And now we're going to do the other side. So again, we're about 2 to 3 feet away. This time I want you to take that left leg and I want you to bring that left leg out. Good. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. When you're ready, left hand comes on top of the thigh. Inhale, right arm up, and then sweep over. Breathe. And again, if you want to do a little bit more, you're going to take that left hand, wrap it around the right wrist, and just draw your body in a little bit more. That's only if your body says yes. And then very gently, very slowly release the torso, bring it up, sweep, and bring it down. Okay, from here now, go ahead and take that left leg back in. I want you to turn your chair, okay? Here we go. And the next piece that we're going to use for this is I want you to grab a blanket, and I'm going to move the camera so that you can see all of me and not just half of me. Okay, here we go. All righty. Here we go. Now, we're going to use the chair for stability. And want you to be very careful with what your knees are telling you and only go as far as your knees say yes. This is very important. Okay, we've got our blanket. Then we're going to have to fidget a little bit with the chair. What I want you to do is I want you to place the back half of your foot on your blanket. And everybody see that. So you've got lots of space. Okay. Good. Nice. Very nice. Okay. And the back of the chair is easy access. So the first thing I want you to do, we were just talking about this last night here at the house, was the ability to, is it possible from here to place your hands on your hips and come up onto the balls of the feet without having your feet cramp and find your balance on the ball of the foot. That's the first step. And then when you're ready, I want you to exhale, gently bring those heels down and jiggle your knees just a little bit. Okay. Now, for this next part, play with how wide your feet are. Okay, so like right now, my feet are slightly wider than hip width. I have the back of my chair right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my torso upright and I'm just going to begin to bend my knees. And then if I need to, I've got the back of my chair right here. And I'm just going to very gently, very slowly begin to work myself down and stop just before I need to bring my body weight forward to counterbalance my glutes. So I'm working on keeping upright and I just have my knees bent. And you may begin to feel your quadriceps, which is a good thing. We love our quads. I want you to squeeze through the glutes a little bit, and then I want you to very gently, very slowly lengthen those legs. And notice this is my favorite part of doing something like this. As soon as you lengthen your legs, you get that beautiful sigh running through your quadricep muscles going, oh my God, thank you for the release. Once again, hands to the hips. Let's see how it feels to come high. And breathe. So onto the balls of the feet, just noticing how it feels to balance. And then very gently, very slowly, bringing the heels back down. Okay. For something fun, see what happens with a little bit of lift through the back of the heel. I want you to shift your body weight over into the right leg, and I want you to see if you can lift the left. So we're changing things a little bit. We're changing our plane of gravity. How does that feel? We have the chair right here if we need it. Gently, slowly lower that left leg down. Okay. Changing now over, putting the body weight into the left leg, squeezing through that glute. I want you to lift very gently into the right leg. Notice how that feels. Breathe. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And then very gently, very slowly, release that and come back. Now, one more time. Squeeze, gently activate, bending into the knees, keeping the torso as upright as possible, and only coming down as far as is comfortable. Now, once you're here, you're going to keep squeezing through the glutes, and I want you to take a deep inhale, bring your arms up over your head, let them stop wider than shoulder width, and breathe here. And then very gently release the arms, sweep them back down, lengthen as you squeeze into the glutes, lengthen the legs, and then just do a little shimmy shake. Because we can, and it feels really good. There we go, good. All right, you guys, here we go. So now we're going to keep our chair where it is, but we're going to move our blanket. Okay. So what I'd like us to do now is I want you to see how it feels to bring the legs out kind of wide. There we go, good, beautiful, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay, from here, I want you to take that right side and I want you to lift through the toes and pivot so that that right toe is almost a little bit underneath the chair. Okay. Beautiful, very nicely done, good. Okay, if possible, if your body says yes and this feels good, I want you to take the left foot and the toes are either going to point straight ahead or they're going to be slightly pigeon-toed. If you're dealing with sciatica, then go ahead and bring those toes slightly out, okay? So when you're ready, as you exhale, I want you to bend into this right knee. Beautiful, very nicely done. Good. All right, are you ready? You're going to take one hand to the chair, okay? And then inhale, bring this left arm up. And using the chair as a guide, I want you to bring, I want you to really reach as far as is comfortable, all the way to the right. Breathe. Very nice, beautiful. Gently, slowly inhale. Bring that arm back up. Gently lengthen back into the right leg. You're going to keep your hand on the back of the seat because what you're going to do is you're going to bring this left leg, I want you to bring it in about a foot. Woo. There we go. Got it? Okay, good. Once again, I want you to bend into the knee. Good. Hand to the back of the chair. Left hand right here. And here we go. We're going to try a little bit of a balancing push. So you may need to scoot your chair up just a little bit. Okay, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to see if pressing down with your hand on the back of the chair, you can lift that left leg up. Beautiful, look at you go. Beautiful, look at y'all. Good, 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 and gently, slowly. want you to sweep that foot in. Nice. Now, want us to turn towards the chair. So this right foot is going to stay primarily where it is, and the left foot is now going to come back. And what we're doing is we're swiveling our hips so that they now face the chair. Got it? I want you to go ahead and take a deep inhale. If possible, I want you to interlace your fingers, reverse your palms. Oh, do a very gentle back bend. Squeeze into that left glute a little bit. And then exhale, sweep the arms away. And you're going to come down to allow your hands to come onto the back of the chair. And breathe. And what I want you to do here is play a little bit and rock back and forth through the feet. So rock back into both heels, rock back into the balls of the foot, back on both heels, up into the balls of the feet. Just breathe here. If your body says yes, you're going to take this left hand from the back of the chair, place it in the middle, and then I want you to begin to twist. So what's going to happen? Your torso is going to come forward, your left hip's going to come down, and you're going to sweep that torso up. Breathe. And then very gently, very slowly, release back. Bring that right hand down. Inhale, come back up. Take another deep full breath. Interlace your fingers, reverse your palms, open, squeeze a little bit more into that left glute. And exhale, release. Now we're going to change sides, and we're going to do the same thing with the left leg. Okay. So we're going to start again. Nice wide stance. Good, beautiful, very nicely done. Just like we did on the other side. I want you to lift through those left toes. So the left toes are now pointing towards the edge of the mat. Okay, right foot. Toes are straight ahead or slightly pigeon-toed unless you have sciatica, at which point they point out. When you're ready, gentle bend into that left leg. Now, as you're here, I want you to notice if it feels different on this side. Okay, you're going to place that left hand on top of the back of the chair. Inhale, sweep that right arm up and over and really lengthen all the way. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Gently release, inhale up. Gently straighten into that left leg. Okay, let your hand come to the back of the chair, because what we're going to do is we're going to shift our body weight so that you can bring this right leg, hop it in about 1 foot. There you go, good. Bend back into the knee. Place your right hand on top of the hip. Okay, when you're ready, I want you to launch. So you're going to press down through that left leg and inhale up and find your balancing point. Beautiful. Wow, you guys, this looks really good. Very nice. Good. Breathe. Gently, slowly, bring that foot down. And now what we're going to do is I want you to take that right leg, bring it out to the edge of the mat so that you can swivel both hips so that they are facing forward. Okay. Once they're facing forward, take a deep inhale. Interlace your fingers, reverse your palms, stretch and open, gentle back bend. And then exhale, sweep the arms out, gentle airplane forward. Allow your hands to come to the back of the seat. And just as we did on the other side, I want you to fidget. So rock into the balls of the feet, rock into the heels, rock into the balls of the feet, rock into the heels. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. I want you to take that right hand, bring it to the center, And when you're ready, inhale, sweep that. Body weight is going to shift forward, sweep that left arm up, gazing to the left. Length through that left side. Breathe, soften. And then gently, slowly release. Okay, so from here, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move into a wide-legged forward fold. So I want you to take that left leg, bring it back. Bring that right leg slightly up. Okay, so here we're about hip distance apart. And then I want you to just kind of rock yourself out until the legs are a good 3 feet apart. You may need to scoot your chair forward just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So the first part, if you're tight today, is just to hang out on the back of the chair. If your body says yes, you can go to the seat. If your body says yes beyond that, you can go to the rung in between the legs of the chair. Good, beautiful. No matter where you are, I want you to take a moment because you've got stability, and I want you to rock into the balls of the feet and lift the heels. So once again, we're playing into the balls of the feet. Gently, slowly lower the foot. One of the biggest things I see when people do forward folds is that they sink into their heels, and actually the weight should be right through the center of the foot. So one more time, bring the weight forward so that you can lift those heels and come onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, gently let it lower. And feel your body soften. Okay, from here, we're going to come back. If you're down at the rung in between the legs, you're going to come back to the seat. Okay, and then what I want you to do is you're going to do a little side step. So you're coming back under the balls of the feet, bring the heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in. Okay. So from here, I want you to shift your body weight into that right leg. Yep. And I want you to go ahead and kick back with that left leg. And now, once your left leg is up, if it's horizontal or even if it's not, I want you to focus on that left hip and gently drop that left hip down. Then I want you to flex into your foot, the left foot, point into the toes, flex into the foot. If your body says yes, you're going to lift that left hip up, and then I want you to bring that left leg round. So now you're making a 90-degree angle. Breathe. Swing it back. Good. If your body says yes, are you ready? I want you to take this left leg and I want you to sweep it all the way over now, a little bit towards the right. Good, beautiful, awesome. And then gently, slowly bring it down. Woo, yeah. Okay, so from here, sidestep your feet back out. Okay, one more time, gently lower down, moving back into the forward fold where it feels good. Come back onto the balls of the feet if your body says yes. And then gently let it relax down. One more time, balls of the feet. Come back down. This time, what I want you to do, if possible, if your body says yes, you're either going to keep your hands where they are on the rung, or if possible, bring your hands down to the mat. Oh my goodness, look at you go. All right, so from here, you're going to go ahead, start with that left hand down. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Oh yeah, beautiful. Very nicely done, good. Exhale, sweep that right arm down. You're going to go ahead and place the right hand in the center and then inhale, sweep that left arm up. Breathe. Exhale, sweep it down. Okay, Gently walk your hands back to the back of the seat. Side step your feet back in. Okay. This time, if we're ready, we're going to ground into that left leg, and I want you to kick that right foot back. Okay. Once your leg is up, beautiful. Check in with this right hip and make sure that it's pointing down towards the floor as well. Breathe. Point through the toes on the right foot. Flex through the right foot. Point through the toes. Flex through the foot. As long as your body says yes, are you ready? I want you to lift that right hip and bring that right foot forward. Oh, yeah. There you go, good. Breathe. I know this is a long lever, but you can do it. Good. When you're ready, gently sweep it back. This time I want you to see if you can bring it all the way over to the left a little bit. Breathe. Bring it back. Directly behind you. Flex through the foot and gently bring it down. Oh, yeah. And while you're here, I want you to lift onto the balls of the feet. Guys, we need to have strong feet. Slowly, gently bring those heels down. And bring yourself up. How are we doing, you guys? We having fun yet? Okay, good. Awesome. We have enough time that we're going to do one more little twist. But I want you to grab your block just in case you need it. So we are going to start with the block over towards the left side, okay? So there was a reason we've been doing all of this footwork today, because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with the hemispheres of our brain. So what I want you to do is I want you to ground into the left foot, and I want you to bring that right foot up and over. There you go, good. Okay, from here, we're gonna very gently fold forward. So slowly, slowly, gently. Bring yourself into forward fold. Okay, you've got your block right over here to the left. So the first piece is that we're just going to fold forward. So notice that I have my block on the highest setting. And pretty much what I'm doing is just kind of focusing on how do I find my balance with my feet crossed and bent over. I mean, truly, how often do we do this? The next piece, if you choose, if you're afraid that you're going to do a header, please don't do it. But what I want you to do is with your hands on the block, I want you to see if you can come up onto the balls of the feet with your feet crossed. And then gently, slowly, lower the feet down. From here, what I want you to do now is we're going to gently move into a twist a little bit over to the right. So notice I took my block from the front and we're bringing it over to the right. Oh, yummy. And I want you just to breathe here for a little bit. Notice that as I'm doing this, my hips are shifting a little bit over to the left. And that's just fine. Breathe. Slow, steady. And then very gently, very slowly, I want you to unwind that. We're going to leave the block to the front for the moment, and then gently bring ourselves back up. Beautiful. Okay, let's unwind the legs. Woo. Bending into those knees. Move it back and forth. Good. Okay, here we go. Next piece. I'm going to move it over to the side just so you can see. Okay, this time, left foot comes in front. Okay, all right. Once you have your left foot down, gently, slowly, bring yourself down into a forward fold. Again, we have our block. So let's just take a few cycles of breath right here and connect in, going, oh yeah, here we are on this side. And just be aware that maybe this side does not feel as steady, or it could feel more steady than the other side. There just may be some difference, so just observe that. When you're ready, if you want to try it, go ahead and rise up onto the balls of the feet with the feet crossed. Breathe here, and then gently, slowly release those heels back down. Once you've done that, if your body says yes, you're going to begin to bring that block a little bit over towards the left. Oh, and we're going to gently twist a little bit to this side. And notice that as I do this, my hips shift a little bit over to the right. And that's just fine. Breathe. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Good. And then very gently, very slowly, bring the block back. And then slowly bring yourself up. Unwind your feet. Okay, you guys, here we go. How are we feeling? Yeah? Okay. It's a little bit different than what we've been doing, so it's just checking in. Okay, guess what? We get to come back down to the floor, but keep your blocks handy. Because guess what? We're going to do one more twist. It's funny. It's like I don't normally do so many twists, but spring must be coming because all of a sudden it's like, let's wring everything out from the inside. We got to do a lot of twists to wring everything out. Get ready for the next season. Okay, here we go. So coming back in. We're going to finish with eye of the needle pose and then taking that into a twist. So we're bringing our legs up, which after all the core and everything that we've done, this should be like piece of cake. No problem. Okay, I want you to start with this right leg. I want you to bring it across, making your fork. Hands go through the hole and around the leg. You're either going to interlace behind the knee or gently flex the knee and interlace just below the kneecap. Breathe. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And for fun and giggles, if you want to play a little bit, try squeezing a little bit more into that right glute. So squeeze that right glute a little bit. Normally we squeeze the left, but today we're going to squeeze the right. Gently allow that to relax and notice that that gives you a little bit more space with which to play. Let your body soften. Beautiful, good. Very nicely done. Now, from here, we're going to gently work our way into a twist. So, grab your blocks if you know that twists are not very deep for you, and you're going to place your block on the left side. Then you're going to place your left hand after you unwind your hands and bring it up and over the left knee. Right hand goes to the right knee. Very gently, very slowly, with an awful lot of love and loving kindness, you're going to begin to allow your legs as one unit to roll over towards the left side. So I want you just to breathe. Use your block if you need it. So what we're looking for is where that invitation is within our body. Do not feel that you have to push it all the way down to the floor. If the invitation is partway down, that's why you have your block. Once your body has gone as far as it desires, you're going to really focus your breath through that right lateral side body. So into the right rib cage, along where your obliques crisscross. And you may feel this all the way down back into the pelvis, through the glute, and along the IT band. So just breathe. Stay open, stay connected. One more full cycle of breath. And then very gently, very slowly, I want you to release. Good. Lengthen back into that left leg, release the right, and then give yourself that gentle hug, Apanasana. Energy green pose. Okay. From here, you may need to take a moment and kind of realign your spine. So please do that. Make sure that everything is well grounded, then lengthen the legs back up. This time I want you to bend into your left leg, bringing it across. Hands go through and around, either interlace behind or just below the kneecap. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And if you choose, I want you to squeeze a little bit more strongly into that left glute. Just notice how that changes the posture for you. If you squeeze fully, making sure that those glutes are awake and that they know that they are loved. And then gently, slowly release. Notice that there's a change in the posture when you release. And then from there, you're going to remove your hands. If you need to change and move your block over to the right, please do so. So bringing the block out just in case you need it. Okay. This time, right hand is going to go over right knee. Left hand is going to go on top of the left knee. And then working as one unit, you're going to very gently, very slowly roll these hips and legs and glutes over towards the right. And just know that just because you can go one distance with one side, it does not necessarily mean that you can go the same distance with the other. So take your time. Remember that you're working to the point of invitation. And then breathe deeply into that left side body, left lung. One more breath. And then very gently, very slowly, bring the legs back up. Lengthen back into the right leg, lengthen into the left. And then one more time, gently bring the knees in. Energy freeing pose. And from here, let's go ahead and move into our final Savasana. So gently lengthening into our legs. Please take whatever bolsters, blankets, eye bags, whatever you need most. Let your arms float down by your side. Let your eyes gently close. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Take a moment to connect into how your body feels now versus how it felt when you first started. Take a moment to give thanks to your body and your breath. And then allow your body to breathe you, and allow all of your muscles, all of your tendons, all of your fascia to relax and soften. Gently, slowly, begin to find your way back. Fingers and toes, hands and feet, gentle movement. Come back into the breath. Full, deep, steady inhale and exhale through the nose. If your body says yes, stretch your arms up over your head and lengthen bones to skin, head to toe. Then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself that one last hug. When you're ready, gently roll onto your side and then back up to seated, hands to prayer. Y'all, thank you so profoundly much for letting me be part of your practice today and for joining in community. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste. May the blessings be.